today I want to talk to you about a topic that I've seen on some of my friends' timeline recently that has kind of concerned me, and we're a little bit of a fascination right now with some of the new social media sites out there real quick, and I want to talk about those because this is a cycle that we have to go through every now and then. Hey, Rich, thanks for tuning in. This is a cycle we have to go through every now and then, and right now I think it's TikTok. Is that the latest one I hear? And before that, we obviously have the Instagrams of the world, which I'm okay with. And Mr. Hatter, Mr. WordPress himself tuned in. Very cool, man. Before that, we had, goodness gracious, this was just on the tip of my tongue as I was thinking about this on the flight out there. Before TikTok, we had, Snapchat. Snapchat, that was the other good one right there. And this is, you guys just have to remember this cycle of new social media accounts, okay? It's the cycle. Somebody gets an influx of money, they develop a cool new thing that allows you to do animations on your face, or cool loops, or silly GIFs, or whatever else, and people all flock to it insanely, and then everyone says, oh, Facebook is dead, or YouTube is dead, or Instagram is dead. You got to go over and try this new one. And now, now you hear, oh, Facebook is dead. It's TikTok. All the kids are on TikTok now. You got to be using TikTok. And that's bullshit. Number one, let's just get it right out there. That's bullshit. I don't care what Gary Vee says. I don't care what your social media guru says. You just have to remember that this is a cycle. We keep repeating this. Someone comes out with a new social media site, people go crazy, they say the old ones are dead, and that new one dies off. And I think because we're so saturated with social media sites that the early adopters are going to be the early adopters are the ones that have the cash, are the ones that are going to be sticking around for a while. I mean, there's nothing new on TikTok that I haven't seen on Facebook. There's nothing new on Snapchat that Facebook doesn't do. And what these other sites are doing is they're giving actually feature ideas, in my opinion, to the older sites. So if the Facebook developers or Facebook corporate design team sees, they see Snapchat doing something cool or TikTok doing something cool, all it takes for them is their developer team to adapt those features into Facebook real quick. As a matter of fact, I think that's where we got Facebook stories. Adapt those features into Facebook real quick, and then the conversation's over. And I guarantee you, Facebook has a lot more cash sitting around than the TikToks of the world, and the Snapchats of the world, and whatever other ones maybe come about in the world. So I saw some people on my timeline recently talking about, how to use TikTok for business, and how maybe you should look at using TikTok more for business versus using, a Facebook fan page or Instagram. You know what? Please focus. Don't forget. Focus on the stuff that works. Hey, Donna, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Let's not forget the stuff that works. I always, people pay me good money to consult on social media, whether it's on TV or whether it's travel across on business like I am right now. And we always have to focus on the core ones. And to me, the core ones are the Facebook pages, which leads you to Facebook paid advertising, and YouTube. If I had to pick one or two social media accounts, that's what I would pick, and that would not change. And do not get distracted by the TikToks of the world. There's going to be another TikTok, something else in 6 months. There's going to be another TikTok in 2 years. Now, I am on some of these other social media sites. Haven't gotten a TikTok account, don't care to, probably never will. Had a Snapchat account for about 30 seconds. And then, that was really exciting. Not. And I'm on Instagram. Just posted on Instagram from my hotel room recently. I am on Twitter. I have a pretty good following on Twitter. And I think I'm verified on Twitter. And my license plate in Oklahoma City is Twitter. Damn right. Donna, look at this. See, Donna, I'm even wearing a Stop Doing Nothing shirt right there. So you're darn right. Stop doing nothing. But still to this day, if I had to give up everything, I would keep my Facebook page and my YouTube channel. And you know what? Between those two, and I'd like your opinion in the comments right here, between those two, to tell you the truth, it'd be a hard choice between deciding if I had to keep just the Facebook page or just the YouTube channel, because I mirror everything. I'm probably going to upload this video into my YouTube channel when I'm done, because I like to keep that I like to keep that in sync with Facebook. And but man, just those two are the big ones. I could even get rid of my Twitter account. If somebody asked me tomorrow to get rid of my Twitter account, I'd be okay with that. Even though, and by the way, this is some of the reasons people don't like Facebook, is even though the organic reach on Facebook is lower than it's been in the past. I really don't care. I go to Facebook because of the targeting. I go to Facebook because I can take any email list, upload it, segment it, and target the people that have Facebook accounts that match those email addresses. So Facebook gives us so many other ways to target people and to basically present people content depending on where they are in the funnel. And this is a quick tip for you, for those of you that are dipping your toe into Facebook advertising, is you can basically, as you're progressing people throughout your funnel, whether they're in the beginning, middle, or end of your funnel, show them different Facebook ads. That's the beauty of the targeting, is you can build audiences for those different people. There's just so much creative stuff that's done. You can show people different ads that are pre-sale ads versus post-sale ads. I mean, if you ever want to talk about them sometime, you know what, just do a blatant plug up there. Let's talk about some consulting and about how to do some really creative stuff with there. But again, my whole point of this one right here was to just not get distracted by the TikToks of the world. Donna asks, are you going to transcribe your videos to a blog and export audio to a podcast to extend your reach? Yes, Donna, I did that. As a matter of fact, I got behind. This is a little bit of a Patrick challenge, is I talk a lot. Talking is my preferred way of communicating. And so I've been knocking out a daily Facebook Live video like this over on the Stop Doing Nothing fan page. Hint, follow. This software I'm using automatically lets me upload to YouTube. So what's really cool is when I get done using Ecamm Live on my laptop and uploading, I can click an upload to Facebook button and bam, it's right there. As a matter of fact, I usually play my intro, which is pretty cool. I didn't do it this time. I may do that at the end. But then, Donna, my workflow there for a while was to immediately export the MP4 to an MP3 and upload that over to Libsyn, which distributes my podcast all over the place, including iTunes. I actually got behind on doing that for a while. So on the morning of November 30th, I got caught up and I published like 5 or 6 podcast episodes. So, my podcast history is regular publish, a big gap, and then like 5 episodes on November 30th. So as long as I keep up with that, it's very good. As far as the transcription goes, I have not done that yet because it's a little bit longer in my workflow. And the reason it's longer in my workflow is because even though I can give the MP3 over to a service like Rev, at rev.com, when it comes back, I need somebody with some better eyeballs than me. Hey, Wayne, thanks for tuning in, man. I need somebody that has better grammar skills than I do to basically go through and clean that up. A couple of times I've posted my transcriptions directly from rev.com because it's a little rough. It really is. I mean, I want to edit out the ahs and the ums and things like that. And it's really a little rough, and it takes me longer to edit that document than it does to make a video. So it would take me, let's say this video is probably going to be anywhere from 10 to 12 minutes. It would take me probably a few hours to edit a 10 to 12 minute video to make sure I cleaned up everything and got it just right. So yes to the podcast, yes to the MP3 export, yes to the multiple platform upload, but just not quite the transcription yet. But it's a very good idea, and also a very good idea if you're someone who's going to write a book, which I'm well overdue on, is to just dictate it and to get that transcribed. So very good question, Donna. And Wayne, even though he dropped off, he made a comment here. YouTube would be my go-to all the time. You know what? That's a hard choice. And, I see no problem with that because Google is just huge. And you can do paid advertising for your YouTube videos also. Not to mention it's very easy to interlink them. So yeah, YouTube would be a very good one also. So again, as we wrap up here, don't get distracted by the TikToks. Focus. Also, please remember to do content production on a regular basis. I have been pretty good about going live on my Facebook fan page every single day. I skip one every now and then, and today I went live on the group, my group as opposed to the Stop Doing Nothing page. But I've taught people before, make sure your production cycle is so easy that it's very easy for you to pick a time, turn on the camera, start talking, get it out the door, and then wrap up and get on to other things. Not everybody in the world has the time to build a ginormous studio with multiple lights and microphones and sets and everything. Sometimes it's just press the go button. I've heard other people that are rapid content producers say that also. The easiest trick, the best trick for content production is to press the red record button and start talking. You can figure it out along the way. For my daily Facebook lives, what I've been doing is I've been sketching out an agenda a few hours ahead of time and kind of revisiting what I wanted to say, but I don't work on it for hours and hours. I work on it for maybe a couple of hours and get it sketched out. And then when I press the record button, when I press the go live button, you know what, I figure it out. And for those of you that are professional public speakers, you should be able to do that. When you press the record button, it should be off and running. So if you have any questions about that, as always, drop a comment right here. I am going to try and go live again tomorrow, although I'll have to do it pretty early because I have an all-day staff meeting in Florida. So it may be either lunchtime or really early or later in the evening. But again, with this regular content production, I'm in that thing right now, and you guys have heard this before about habits. It's very hard to break that chain. You know, once I start doing Facebook Lives every day, I don't want to break that chain. So right now, I think I'm on a run of, I don't think I did one Thanksgiving. I think I'm on a run of about 4 or 5 days, and I really don't want to break that chain. So whether I use my phone or my laptop or the higher end camera back in the main office in Oklahoma City, I'm going to try and not break that chain for you guys. And if you're, by the way, if you have a channel that you're doing a regular content production on also, I would encourage you to link it down in the comments. Share where you are talking about your topic on a regular basis so we can get you some more followers. And as always, do me a favor, go over and subscribe to the Stop Doing Nothing podcast over on iTunes and Stitcher and iHeartRadio. And what else? Goodness, what was I going to say? Oh, do this for me. If you are someone who has an Alexa or you know someone that has an Alexa, test this out. Say, Alexa, play Stop Doing Nothing podcast, and let me know if that works. It works on my Alexa. I want to make sure it works on other people's Alexas also. And if you're not a fan of the Stop Doing Nothing fan page, do me a favor and go over and like that fan page also. Stay focused, my friends. Stay focused on producing halfway decent video for sure. And don't really get enamored by the shiny object they call TikTok out there, because you know what? It's not gonna make a dent, at least bit a smither of a dent, It's not gonna make a sliver of a dent in the Twitter / YouTube / Facebook world. Okay, we're not going anywhere. This is Patrick signing off from Florida. I'm going to go out and actually put my feet in the sand, I think, at some point today also. But until the next live, when I have all of you guys tuning in, thank you very much for watching, and go out there and get creative.